Hello, welcome to Can Be Crafty Shop. I'm Carrie Causey. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I like to cable without a cabling needle. It's a little bit different than the other tutorials I've seen online. So first, let's take care of my garter border and the purl too. All right, on these first two cables, I'm going to show you how I usually see the tutorials online and why I don't like to do it that way. And then on these two, I'll show you the way I like to do it, one in each direction. So this first cable is a left cross or a front cross. And one of the ways that I have seen them tell you to do it is to slip all of your stitches over to the right needle, and then using your left tip, reach in front and grab the first two of the stitches, because all we're doing is reordering them. Then you'll pinch underneath. This part is the same for all of them. You'll pinch underneath because these two stitches are about to be free and live. So you just want to make sure that you grab them underneath so they won't go anywhere. Retract your right needle from all four. These first two are captured because this left needle is holding them, and these two are free. So you're just going to swing your needle around and pick those up again. Then when you open them up again, you've got them in their new order. So you slip these two back again, and there's all four stitches ready to go, and you simply knit them in order. Of the two ways that I've seen between the two, I like this way the best. You just rearrange them first, knit straight across, and there's your cable. Now the reason I do not prefer this method, and I like my way better, is that when you just move the stitches over and switch them first, all four of these stitches are still a little on the tight side because you haven't done anything with them yet. And if your work is very tight anyway, or using very small yarn, they can be more prone to slipping and getting away from you. But this way is not bad. All right, I'll purl my two. All right, now here, this next cable is a right cross or a back cross, because normally you would take your cabling needle and hang it to the back of the work for this one. So the other way I've seen online is, instead of rearranging all the stitches first, you'll knit them first in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's the same basic idea. Since this is a back cross, we'll go behind, grab the first two stitches. You have to pull them down some. This is one of the reasons I don't prefer this method. Once you've knitted them, then you've got those bumps right up on the needle, and it does make it difficult to get the needle tip in. All right, once you've got them, you're all four on the two different needles, just like this. And just like the first one, we're going to retract the right needle, pinching underneath. These two on the end are going to be live. Pinching underneath, retracting your right needle, and then going straight back in again and doing your cross. Then you'd put these back. Nope, wrong direction. Sorry. Haha, I got distracted by the other one I just did. We've already knit them, and so once you've crossed them, you're ready to go. So besides these stitches being tight when they're already knit, also you didn't really perform the cable crossing with stitches. You rearranged them after the fact. So really, this is like doing your purling, your cable cross on the purl row, because you won't actually knit these stitches across until you come back on the next side. So I don't prefer this way for several different reasons. All right, so now I'll show you one each direction in the way I like to do it. So here we are on our left cross, front cross again. I like to work it exactly like you would if you were using a cabling needle. So with the cabling needle, you slip the first two to the needle first, and in this case we would hang it to the front, and then you would knit the second two. So I slip them over, pretend they're on a cable needle, and go ahead and knit the other two. Then grab it from the front. Now what this does is, because these two stitches have been knit already, they are one row longer. They are looser, and they're one row higher than these initial two. So when I go to hold these, pull my right needle out, they are, because they're taller, they're easier to catch, They are easier to hang out right above this extra row that you don't have if you didn't knit them already. So I find it much easier to knit those two, grab them. Also, you save yourself putting them back on the left needle again. In both of the first two ways, you do all your rearranging and then all four have to go to one needle or all four have to go to the other needle. With this method, these two are knit already, and as soon as you uncross, you just knit the next two and keep on going with your pattern. So there's no backpedaling or moving backwards or unnecessary moving of stitches around. Now here is our right cross, or it would be a back cross, because with a traditional needle you would hang it to the back after taking. In this case you can, it's not always required, but you can bring your yarn forward before slipping, because when you slip you get a little bit of a float, and if you're going to cable to the back, having the float back there also can get in the way. So I like to move it to the front, slip those two, move it to the back, knit the second half exactly like the other direction, and then I'll reach to the back and grab it. Since they were slipped and not knitted, it's super easy to grab. I've got all four stitches on top now. I'm going to pinch underneath these two on the end that will be loose, retract the right tip, swing it around, put it back in again, uncross, or do the cross. Since I've knit these two already, there's no shuffling. I'll just knit the next two and then finish my row with my purl 2 and my garter border. So that's it. That is my favorite way to cable. Slip 2 just like you would with a cabling needle, knit the second 2 as if you had a cabling needle, then go do your grab from either the front or the back and finish those cables.